My name's Drew. Welcome back to the channel. I've got some pickups today I'm going to show you. I've got a one-of-one card I guarantee that you've never seen before. We'll do a shout out, and I hope you stick around to the end because I've got a card that my buddy owns. It's a Michael Jordan card produced by Star that I don't know much about, and so I'm hoping some people can give me some information on it. Okay, so my first pickup is right here, this Don Mossi PSA 6. 1955, he's with the Cleveland Indians. He had a 12-year career. He was an all-star in 1957. His career fielding percentage of .990 was the highest ever recorded by a pitcher when he retired. In just 311 chances, he had only 3 errors. He is enshrined in the Reindeer Studios Hall of Fame. There you go, Scott. This is pretty cool in the back. I always enjoy these cartoons. When a batted ball hits the pitcher's rubber and bounces foul, is it fair or foul? The answer, it's a foul ball. I had no idea. I don't know if that's still the rule or not, but I thought that was interesting. So we'll put Don back over here. So I'm continuing to work on my 1955 graded set. I'll probably send these in for grading. This is Gus Zerino. He was a great power hitter in the 1950s. Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Larry Doby, and Zerino hit the most home runs of the decade. He was the first to hit 4 home runs in the month of October. His 1952 Topps card has 6 balls stuck on his bat. It was intended to recognize the 6 home runs in 3 games that he had hit in 1951. He would hit a 7th a day after the photo was shot. Here's the back. Slide him in there. Next up is Bob Lennon. And he had 270 home runs in 16 years of minor league baseball. In 1954, playing for the AA Nashville Volunteers, he had a record 64 home runs. This prolific power would not translate to the big leagues, however, as he would only hit 1 home run in his career. Here we go, is the back again. And again, the cartoon, before 1858, a batter was out if a fielder caught a ball on 1 bounce. Now we know that's not a rule anymore. Harry Elliott, and again, 1955 Topps. Now, Harry Elliott played piano professionally at the age of 15. He attended the University of Minnesota and lettered in football and baseball. He started playing professionally, baseball that is, at the age of 27. After his retirement from baseball, for 27 more years, he was a teacher. Take a look at the back. What is the dish in baseball? That's a baseball diamond. Of course, that's the home plate. Now for this card, I wasn't sure how to pronounce his name. I've got a buddy, his name's Joe, he lives on Staten Island, and he's requested on several occasions that I not try to speak in an Eastern accent or in an Italian accent. And given that I didn't know how to pronounce this, I actually made a phone call to him and asked him how to pronounce this name. So, Joe from Staten Island, take it away.
It's Joe Amalfitano. It's real easy for me. Amalfitano. All right? So hopefully the message is clear. One more time, Amalfitano. And let me know. All right, bro.
All right, Joe, thanks for that. That was a call a friend deal there. All right. All right, so he was a utility infielder with the Giants, the Colt 45s, and the Cubs. He was a longtime coach and manager, and in 1988, he won a World Series with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He was a longtime coach for Tommy Lasorda. He was what was considered a bonus baby, meaning he would sit on the bench for 2 years and not see any playing time. Bonus babies were not allowed to be sent to the minor league system. They had to go directly to the big leagues. We'll take and move these out of the way again. We'll leave old Don Mossi up there. Okay, for the shout out, it's Dodgertown 76 Fungo. He's got 121 subs. He collects baseball, football, hockey, and wacky packs. He returned to collecting in 2023. You can often find him outside showing cards with his pup. Next is that 101 card that I was talking about. A few months back, I heard John Mangini talking about miscut cards. Well, here's a Steve Lyons that's pretty badly miscut, but that's not the 101 I wanted to show you. It's this Dave Winfield. So this card is, I would consider off-centered, miscut. It has a wrinkle. It has printing issues. It has an angle cut, or as some people like to call it, a diamond cut. And it's got a stain. I'm hoping that Dylan from Double D is not watching this, because if he sees this, he's going to hyperventilate. But let's take a closer look at it. I think we'd all agree it's off-center, right? Miscut and wrinkles. We're gonna see if I can zoom this in here for you. Well, I would consider this edge up here to be wrinkled. And then on the front, you can't see it really well. There you go, maybe. You can see the wrinkle there on Dave Winfield's right shoulder. So that's the left part of the card. It's got a terrible wrinkle. It's got printing issues right up here. And as I said earlier, it had a stain. I don't know if that's from the gum, but you can see that, well, ever so slightly down right in here. So it had a stain, and then, of course, the angle cut. So, John Mangini, I would challenge you to find a card that is similar to this. It doesn't have to be a Dave Winfield card, but can you find a 1-of-1 like this? This truly is a 1-of-1. All right. So if you've stuck around, I appreciate it. I'm looking for a little information. My buddy Mark, as I said at the opening, has got a Michael Jordan card that was produced by Star. And I noticed that PSA won't grade it. So I didn't know why, and I didn't really know much about this card. And I'd appreciate it if anybody could provide any information by putting a comment down below. I don't collect basketball cards, and I don't have any cards from this era. But this is my buddy's card, and I'm trying to get some information on it. I looked at PSA's website. It doesn't look like they grade this particular card anymore. And so I thought, well, perhaps somebody might have some answers as to why that is. And so this is Star 1985, Michael Jordan. And I'll flip this over. Oh, I'll do it this way. 1-of-11. It's a nice looking card. It's got a little yellowing to it. Again, just trying to get some information from anybody out there in the card community. So in July, 1 week before the National, Omaha, Council Bluffs is going to have a 200-plus table card show. I do know there's some content creators that are going to be attending. And if you are going to attend and you see this video, let me know. I'd like to meet up at the show and say hello. Well, thanks for tuning in, card farmers, and keep growing your collection.